Good morning. Good morning. Sound like that. There we go. Tune in. Tune in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. What we got on here today? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, we're about to get started. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody that's tuned in, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I can't see y'all names just yet. But this is Motivated Mornings with your boy Chris J. I am excited. What's up, cuz? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, I'm excited about the show. Part 2 of Direction Resist Distraction. You want to be tuned in? Go ahead and like, comment, share. Do me a favor and hit that share button. Give me 2 seconds. Trying to get everything, make sure everything is where it need to be. But you can do that for me right there. Comment, like, share, tag somebody. Somebody that needs to hear this. Somebody that needs to be motivated. Because it's not enough just to get up. You got to get motivated. It's not enough just to get up. You got to get motivated. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. This is day 2. We back. It's day 2, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, man, go ahead and comment, like, share, tell somebody about it. We're talking about direction, resist, distraction, part 2. Part 2, because yesterday we was talking about it as well. But it's important that we finish this up because you got to get the last parts of this puzzle. And I think it's going to bless you. So if it's going to bless you, why not bless somebody else? Why not tell somebody else? So tell somebody else. Tell somebody. Let them know, hey, Chris is on the air. He's talking about direction, resist distraction. If you've ever had a problem, issue, concern, anything with distraction getting in your way, and that's everybody, this will benefit you. So let's do a recap of what we talked about yesterday. Something on me? Production. Production had something on my chin. All right. So yesterday we was talking about if you're going somewhere, it's important that you know where you're going so that you can know how to get there, when you get there, and those things, right? So we were talking about the first thing, if we're going to be productive and we're going to have direction and have it be profitable for us, the first thing is we have to set some clear goals. You got to know exactly where you're going in order to profit from this direction thing. You got to know where you're going. You got to set clear goals. You got to put that out there, because if you don't set the goal, if you don't set something to aim towards, then you will settle for anything, right? Is that true or not? If you don't set a goal, you'll settle. So set the goals. That's the first thing. We got to set clear goals. We got to know exactly where we're going, what we're doing. And if we don't, then what we're doing to ourselves is we're cheating ourselves, because it's just like, you know, burning tires. It sounds good, looks good, smoke and effects and all that, but you ain't going nowhere. So you got to set some clear goals. You got to do that. That's got to be first. After after which you have set the clear goals, it's important that you do number two. You have complementary agenda. You got to have a complementary agenda. If what you wake up every day and start to do is not in alignment with your goals, then how are you going to reach them? So you got to have clear goals, and then you got to have a complementary agenda. It's got to be in alignment. Everything you do has to be in alignment, because if it's not in alignment, guess what happens? We get distracted. We're going to get distracted. If our agenda is not in alignment with our goals, we're going to get distracted, because there's no way we can have a goal but say, I'm going to do everything as it comes. It has to have a complementary agenda. And not only does it have to have a complementary agenda, check this out, but the third thing we talked about yesterday was you got to have hyper focus. Hyper focus. And it's just not enough to be focused on it. You got to have hyper focus, meaning where if it does not align, if it's not going where you're going, it has to be cut off. It cannot continue. It cannot continue. And if it cannot continue, then that means that it is a distraction. And so if it is a distraction, you already know, hey, no need to give it any attention. No need to give it any of your energy, any of your effort, because you already know what it is. So it's important that you set your goals, you have a complementary agenda, you have hyper focus. And then the fourth point, bringing you into today. So let's recap, just so those people didn't know. Yesterday we were talking about direction resist distraction. If you have a clear direction, it will resist distraction. And I gave the example yesterday that if you're going on the highway and you know you are going to Nashville, well, there are several exits before you get to Nashville, right? There's several exits, but those exits don't complement where you're going, because those exits are going to other places. And that's what comes up in life. We all know we have an agenda. We got some goals. We got some things that we want to set out to do. But the thing about it is, so many things come. So many things in life just hit us. So many things in life just they just happen, right? Some of them we can't explain. Some of them we did. Some of them we entertained. You dig what I'm saying? So those things come, but we got to be able to decide whether or not we're going to pay attention to those things, or we're going to have hyper focus on what we know we need to get accomplished. Because that's the difference that sets us apart from being people that just want to do something and being people that do something. And that's the thing. We all got hearts. We want to do it. We want to make it. We all want to be, moving ahead. But are you going to put one foot in front of the other? Are you going to do what's necessary for it to happen? If you're not going to be committed to doing what's necessary for it to happen, then what's going to happen is you're going to see yourself fall back into the slump of what you used to be doing. You're going to go to what's most comfortable. And that's what life is. We're designed to move from pain towards pleasure. And I'm sorry, but when you're first starting off and you're getting things together, having this hyper focus and having these goals and things of that sort, those are painful, because that's not what you're used to doing. You're used to waking up, going to work, doing what you're doing, but you have no intent of just staying focused on this needs to be the goal. There's so many distractions and so many things that come up. One of the things we talked about yesterday was social media, and how we can spend hours on end sitting on social media doing nothing. In fact, you're on social media now. But the thing is, you're tuned into Motivated Mornings so that you can get motivated, because it's not enough just to be up. You got to get motivated. So good thing you listen to something that is productive, but chances are 90% of the things that's on your timeline are not productive. They're not going to be productive because we cannot determine what our friends are going to post. We can't determine that. And most people are using social media as some form of therapy, so they just air everything out, or they want to be the social media comedian, so they talk about anything. It's out there, right? So you got to have some kind of difference in your life in order to be able to go to the next level. And that's where you got to set your goals, you got to have complementary agenda, and you got to have hyper focus. You got to be able to say, that doesn't agree with where I'm going, and I'm okay with not doing it. Yeah, that's your friend. Yeah, that's your A1 day one, whatever you want to call it. But if they are not going in the same direction, what good is you to have a good friend? And actually, they're not even a good friend, because a good friend will tell you, "Hey, don't you supposed to be studying? Don't you supposed to be researching the market for your business? Aren't you supposed to be doing that?" And they'll encourage you to be able to do what you're supposed to do in spite of having the fun. Because at the end of the day, those things that you're paying attention to most of the time, the things that we give attention to, the things that we give our effort to, those things are going to be there whether we do it or not. So the thing of it is get what you need to get done first. And then if you got time, leftover energy or effort, you can explore those things later. But I'm going to make sure that I get these things done first. I'm going to have hyper focus. The fourth thing is moving in today that I want to talk to you about is relentless pursuit. The reason why you got to have relentless pursuit is because we're all human. We're gonna fall. That hyper focus we talked about, we're gonna fall sometimes. Sometimes it's gonna get us. The social media bug is gonna get us. It's gonna be things outside of the realm of social media in our life that's gonna hit us off guard. So it's gonna be those things that happen. But you still gotta have relentless pursuit. What that means is, even though I fall, I get off track. Even though I may stumble, I'm still going to be committed to the process. I'm still going to be committed to my goals and committed to my agenda, because I understand that if I'm not committed to it, it's not going to happen. So you got to have relentless pursuit. Yeah, you may have started college and you dropped out, but you got to have relentless pursuit. You got to go out there and go get a sign back up. Go find out where the grants are. Go find out what the scholarships are. Go get what's necessary for you to get that task, that goal accomplished. Because I want you to understand something. This is what we talked about yesterday as well. Success is just like any other drug. Once you start having successes and victories, it's going to charge you. It's going to make you want that even the more. So that's why you got to have those goals. That's why you got to have that agenda. That's why you got to stay focused, and you got to be relentless in your approach to the pursuit, so that if you do not see it, by the time you are pursuing it and consistent with it, you're going to begin to see it. The problem is, like we said yesterday, the problem is the diet does work. The diet works. You just ain't working. Let's be honest. School does work for some. You just don't work. With your business, whatever you got going on, you got to work it. It's not coming to you. That's the problem with us. We want everything to come. We got a microwave generation and a bring it to me generation. Everything has been designed out of the stead of comfortability. And you got to understand that it's going to cause you, if you want it, it's going to cause you to be uncomfortable sometimes. And you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay that, just like somebody posted the other day, it said, when you're getting yourself together, it calls for a lot of loneliness, but choose loneliness rather than popular. I'm going to go to the post. I'm going to go to the post. I hope they don't mind me going to the post. Let's see here. But it's important, because you got to understand, you can't choose that over what you got going on. You can't choose uh the fun sometimes over what you know you're supposed to be doing. And that's sometimes what we do. We'll choose the fun. We'll choose what's popular. We'll choose those things. Knowing we got some things to do. We got some we got some places to go. We got to be doing things. But sometimes we'll choose that right over what we know to be true, right over what we know we should be doing. And that's crazy because you know you're tired of being where you are. Here we go right here. I hope people don't get mad about seeing this. But let's do this real quick. Here's a quote. When you're getting yourself together, it gets lonely, but always choose growth over company. You see that? When you're getting yourself together, it may cause you to be lonely, but always choose growth over company. You got to choose that. You got to choose that, man. And that's what it's got to be about. You got to choose growth over company. Sometimes you can't go with your friends. Sometimes you can't go to that party. Sometimes you can't go to that function. And it's not that you're bougie. It's not that you're better. It's because you're working on something. And if people don't understand that, this is the thing about it. We got to get out of the people pleasing. If people don't understand that you got something going on, if people can't understand that you got something that you need to get accomplished, then they make the people for you. Don't make people permanent fixtures in your life that don't even have the capacity to handle where you're going. They can't even handle where you're going. They can't even handle what you're doing. And that's because they're content where they are, and they want you to stay there. And some people are only your friends as long as you're beneath them. Some people are only your friends as long as you ain't doing too much. You ain't succeeding too much. And so they are content with keeping you where you are so that you don't ever progress or grow or be nothing better. And that's where they like you at. But the moment you get better, the moment you get to growing, they don't want to be your friend no more. If you got an idea, you got something that causes you for you to grow, and you mention it to your friends, and your friends don't come back the next time y'all get together and say, what about that school? Did you sign up yet? But they talking about Terry Joe and Larry Joe down the street. Them ain't your friends. Them are people you need to distance yourself from. I don't care how long, family, friend, or foe. If you are not going where I'm going, you cannot push me to where I'm going. Hey, it's not that I'm not concerned about you, but I got to get me together right now. I got to make sure that I'm doing what's necessary for me to succeed right here. I got to have relentless pursuit because I know some things are going to knock me off. I know some things are going to have me backed up in the corner. But I got to have relentless pursuit. Appreciate it, man. I got to have relentless pursuit about doing this. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you are the only one that's going to have to deal with the fact that you chose friends, you chose company over getting better. Because guess what? They're going to do what they want to do. They are going to do what they want to do. I promise you. When they get ready to leave you and do what they want, they're going to do it. You ever had that friend that, they always been down, but they got the significant other and now. Significant other call, you better bet your bottom dollar they leaving. Y'all supposed to be hanging out and they got a call. And everybody's been that friend. Come on. Tell the truth. Everybody's been that friend. So guess what? When you're ready to do it, you're going to do it. So you might as well get your business together. You might as well get your situation together. You might as well do that. Because guess what? Nobody's paying your bills but you. Nobody's giving you no check, and everybody talking about go get the bag, get the bag, get the bag. Nobody's getting the bag for you. You got to go get it for yourself. So if I got to go get it for myself, if I gotta do these things, it's important that I make sure. Check the move. It's important that I make sure I handle me first. I gotta be relentless. I gotta stay at it no matter what. Once you choose to do that, one thing for sure, two things for certain, it's going to change your friends. Period. When you go up, people be like, you changed, you changed, and all these things, right? I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to stay where I'm at. I'm not. Who wants to stay there? The problem is you're supposed to be changing too. You're supposed to be evolving too. But you want to stay the same, so you want to keep me there. Well, guess what? I got news for you. I can no longer stay in a place where you're comfortable at. I'm not. I'm not going to stay where you're comfortable. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm not finna just be here so that and stay in this position so it makes you comfortable, so you can stay my friend. If my growth intimidates you, if my growth pushes you away, guess what? You're not supposed to be there. And some people are not permanent fixtures. We made some people permanent fixtures in our life when they don't even have the capacity to stay with you. They don't have the capacity to grow with you. And if they don't have the capacity to stay with you, grow with you, and be with, guess what? Them are not. Don't feel bad that you gotta grow. Who feels bad? Nobody ever was crawling. Check this out. Nobody was ever crawling. Learned how to walk and say, my old friend's still crawling. Let me go back to crawling. Nobody's. Once you have moved past the point of learning how to walk, nobody goes back and crawl. So don't feel bad because somebody wants to have you still crawling and you tell them I gotta walk. And since you walking, you moving faster than them crawling, and now they feeling like you leaving them behind. Well, the thing about it is what you should have done is what you should have said to his friend. How did you start walking? When did you get those legs, Lieutenant Dan? I want to know. And once you have accomplished that and they don't agree with that, then it's time to keep walking. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. And somebody, the new saying is out. It says, I'll meet you at the top because the bottom's way too crowded. It's a true statement. Some of the people that say it ain't going nowhere, but it's a true statement. The bottom is way too crowded. You don't belong there. You belong up. Go up. Relentless pursuit. The next thing is, the final thing is right here. You got to have an unwavering confidence. You got to believe in you even if they don't. That's the bottom line. When you're trailblazing, when you're starting something new that nobody else is doing, nobody else is concerned with, it's not going to be popular. It's not going to be popular. It's the popular thing to start something. Everybody wants to start a business. Everybody wants to. It's not a popular thing to dig deep and go after it. But you got to have an unwavering confidence that suggests that even if I don't have a friend after this, I'm still going. Even if I make upset a few people along the way, I'm still going. Even though I may not, I can't attend every function. I'm still going to pursue my dream. I'm still going to pursue my goals. You got to have an unwavering confidence that says, even though people talk about you, want to put your name, slander you, and do all those things, you got to still stay the course. You have to still stay the course. I don't care what they're talking about. I don't care what they're doing. You got to stay the course. If you don't stay the course, check this out. If you don't stay the course, then guess what? They don't lose. Only person that loses is you. Then who can you blame? Who can you blame but yourself? Who can you blame but yourself? That's the thing. So that's why you got to have that unwavering confidence. Because guess what? If you do stay the course, if you do stay committed to the diet, if you do stay committed to the regimen, guess what? You're going to see change. You're going to see evolve. Right before you very out, you're going to evolve. You're going to make it. Right? So that's what you got to do. You got to have that unwavering confidence, because it's going to be a lot of people that try to get you off. It's a lot of people that they don't even understand the growth. They don't understand why you can't go. What you mean you can't come? Check the move. What you mean? What do you mean you can't come? Why didn't you come? So many people gonna be like, why didn't you come to my celebration? Why didn't you? Hey man, I sent you a gift, but I couldn't come. Reason being is because I gotta have unwavering confidence. I gotta make sure I get done what I need to get done. Because at the end of the day, no one's handing out success. No one's handing out happiness. No one's handing out accomplished goals. No one's handing out that. So you have to go and get that for yourself. So let's do a recap. We're talking about direction, resist distraction. When you know where you're going, you're least likely to get distracted. So you got to have clear goals. You got to have clear goals. You got to have a complementary agenda. Day to day has to line up with where you're going, the goals. You can't set a goal for, I'm going to lose weight, but the agenda suggests breakfast, lunch, dinner, 3 snacks, sugar, candy, snacks. You want to do all these things. How you going to get there? You got to have a complementary agenda. So set your goals, clear goals. Have a complementary agenda. You're going to have hyper focus. Because a lot of things are going to come up. A lot of things are going to try to distract you. You got to have hyper focus, extreme focus. After you have that, you have to have relentless pursuit, because even though you're focused, even though you have hyper focus, there's some things that are going to just come up and be like, right? There's some things that are going to happen. Those things are going to happen, right? So if those things are going to happen, you got to have relentless pursuit. And then the fifth and final thing is you got to have, appreciate it, Jeff. You got to have unwavering confidence. You got to have unwavering confidence. Don't let nobody shake you. Don't let nobody pull you off of your square. Don't let them talk you out of your goals. Don't party yourself out of your career. Steadfast to your agenda, steadfast to your goals. Focus, have that relentless pursuit, unwavering confidence, and before you know it, that one's accomplished. And it's gonna feel good. It's gonna change how you feel about the rest of them. And then guess what? You're going after the next goal, and the next goal, and next goal. And before you know it, you can be called a goal reacher, because you don't reach your goals. But if you stay where you are, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you ain't getting there. So do something different. Do something different. Go after what you need to go after, because it's out there for you. It's out there for you. You just got to go get it. You just got to go get it. I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you tuned in and the creep watchers, you didn't click in, but you still watching. I appreciate you too. You dig what I'm saying? Because this is Motivated Mornings with Chris J. I appreciate y'all. You got to go after your goals. Don't stunt your growth by staying where you are. Sometimes you just got to get up and go. You got to know where you're going, so when you get there, you know you're there. I appreciate y'all. please comment, like, share. If you're seeing this rebroadcast, please comment, like, share. Share with somebody. If it's blessed you, if it's helped you, there's something. Do something to help somebody else by sharing it. Tag them so they can benefit to it as well. Don't just get up. Get motivated. You up now. Get motivated. Do something different. Set them goals. Get out there and accomplish some stuff so that you can feel better about your day. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is Motivated Mornings with Chris J. It has been my pleasure. But I'm about to get out of here. I got some things I got to accomplish and do. So I'll meet y'all back here tomorrow, same time, 7 a.m. I'll usually come on 5 minutes early. Happened to not do it today just because I was trying to do something else. But I got here on time, though. And we're about to get out of here. So do me a favor. Like I said before, comment, like, share. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 7 a.m. for Motivated Mornings. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Look me up and meet me here. Don't meet me here. Beat me here. All right. See y'all tomorrow.